Okay, so here's the Year 8 Maths revision for the test coming up on Friday. I'm just going to show you examples of a few questions, just so to give you a bit of confidence that you can do them yourself. So let's just have a look at question 2 here. It says write as a percentage. So I might just grab a couple. Okay, so what we've got for part A, that's as a fraction. That's the form that it's in at the moment. And so we want to write it as a percentage. So how do you change a fraction, change it into a percentage? So probably an easy way is to look at the sheet, which tells you how to convert between them. So where is it? Fraction to a percentage. So what we do, we type the fraction into the calculator, then multiply by 100, then press equals. So if it was 2 out of 8, you do 2 divided by 8 times 100 and press equals. So I'll do that on my calculator. Mine looks fancy. It's just a normal calculator with a few extra features. So, as the sheet says, fraction percentage, type the fraction into your calculator and multiply 100 and press equals. So we've got 74 divided by 100, divided by 100, and then we times by 100. That's how we get it into a percentage. So 74%. Next one, 7 out of 11. We would just do 7 divided by 11 and then times by 100. Whoops. So that is 63.63%. Okay, this next one is a decimal. So you convert a decimal number into a percentage. So how do we do that? Decimal to percentage, just multiply the decimal number by 100. Great. So multiply that number by 100. And gives us 39. So as a percentage, it would be 39%. And this one, it's a decimal number because you can see the decimal place right there, decimal point, sorry. So to convert decimals into percentages, we multiply by 100 as the rule just told us. So 2.041 times 100, so that's 204.1%. Okay, that'll do. We won't do the next one because you just got to do the same thing, but you've got to work out what the starting value is. So this one will be Daniel Arkick, 7 out of 11 conversion attempt. So 7 out of 11. So it's a fraction and you've got to turn it into a percentage. Actually, it's the same as part B there. Anyway, that's enough of that one. Let's try this one. Question 3, part A. Write as a fraction. So this time we've actually got a percentage. So you've got to turn a percentage into a fraction. So how do we do that? To go from a percentage to a fraction, percent just means per 100, so just change the percent symbol to over 100. Oh, that's easy then. So 34% means 34 over 100. So 20% just means 20%, means over 100. There we go. That's it. It asks for its simplest form though, so you could take it further and you could divide top and bottom by 10. So 20 over 10 is 2, 100 over 10 is 10, and then you can divide, because they're both even numbers, you can divide both of them by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that's the simplest form of it. Next one, let's try this one. Find 30% of 90. Okay, so as we just learnt before, 30% means per 100, or divide 100. Of in maths means times, and then 90. So that's it. You just translated the percent into per 100 and the of into times, and that's all you need to do. We can type it in now. So it's 30%, which is divide 100, then of 90 means times 90, and you're left with 27. So that's the answer. Let's try 6 part A. We have to increase 300 by 14%. Now, whenever we increase or decrease, we need to use a special grid. So over here, we'll take one of these. Okay, there's lots of copies of it to use for lots of questions. So I'll take a copy, make it a bit bigger. Okay, so if it says increase or decrease, we need this. Now, increase 300 by 14%. So in this box, you've got 4 cells or 4 places to complete. The original percentage is always 100, and then we need to read the question to see if we know our original amount, which is in this box, see if we've been given our final amount in this box, and also we often have to work out our final percentage in this box. Okay, so if we're increasing 300, we must be starting with 300 and then increasing it. So the original amount is 300. It's increasing by 14%. So the original percentage was 100%. If we increase that by 14%, then in this box, 100 plus 14% must be 114%. And then, so we don't really need this, it's just to show your thinking. Then we can use the Suzanne rule, which is where we loop these diagonals across, loop them. Then we checked to see which diagonal is completed. So this diagonal is complete, this diagonal is incomplete, so we can't use it yet. So we multiply our complete diagonal numbers together. So 300 times 114, or you could do 114 times 300. Doesn't matter which order it goes in. So that's the first step. Multiply your completed diagonal, then you divide by the number that hasn't been used. So we use that one times that one, so divide by the unused number, and that will give the answer that goes in this box. So that is 300 times 114 and then divided by 100, all in one go in your calculator, and the answer is 342. So now we can complete this box. It's 342. So you could say the answer is 342, and that makes sense because you started with 300, you increased it by 14%, so you got a bigger number. Okay, so good luck, have a go at the revision sheet.